review dozens of golf products every year, and most of those things I will never think about ever again. However, there is a handful that make it into my day-to-day life that I have absolutely loved. And those are the things I'm sharing with you today. I'm going to give you my pick for the 10 best items I have reviewed in 2025. For this video, these are all things that are new to me this year. So there might be other products I like more, but if I reviewed those last year, those are not going to make it into this video. I also have detailed reviews of every single one of these products in case you want to get more information. With that, let's not waste any time, jump right into it. Number 10 on our list is the Gene Pro G1 rangefinder. That is a hell of a name for a hell of a product that basically at the time I called the kitchen sink rangefinder, because short of having a magnet, which it does not have, it does just about everything. It has really good build quality. The laser is excellent. It's very accurate. It has a built-in GPS. It has triangulation. It has all of these features that for some people, it's honestly going to be too much. For me, it almost does too much. I don't need to keep score on my rangefinder. That being said, everything it says it's going to do, it does, and it does it very well. So if you're looking for a do-it-all smart rangefinder, the Gene Pro G1 is probably the one I would recommend, and you can save a little bit of money using the code below. Number 9, we're calling this the best recovery tool of the year, and that is the Chirp Contour Massage Table. I got this thing, I wasn't expecting much out of it, and I've got to say, I was blown away. In my experience, this massage table, which is more like a massage pad that you put on the floor, it gives a similar experience to massage chairs that cost thousands of dollars in a package that's relatively small and costs $600. Yeah, that's not cheap, but the recovery benefits that I've been getting, I've been using this thing almost every day. You lay down, it's got multiple modes, it's got heat, you can switch out the rollers depending on how hard you want the massage to be, and it works up and down your back in different patterns, and I've just found it to be wonderful. This is the kind of product where I expected it to be like, oh, this is cool, this is fun, and then you put it under your bed and you never use it again. The reality is, it's like, oh, this is cool, this is fun, and I want to use it every day. So often I'll do 10 minutes on it at the end of the day before I go to bed, and as far as recovery goes, my back is very happy. Number 8 is the best new travel bag I've reviewed this year, and that is the Sunday Coaster Bag. And the Sunday Golf Coaster Bag has more space than any other travel bag I have tested. And the main bag itself also has a lot of room for larger golf bags, or if you want to just shove more stuff in there. Now, it does not have the super convenient club glider system of the Sun Mountain Club Glider, which I absolutely love. But for longer trips, what I found is that I'm willing to sacrifice that lack of club glider system for more space. It has a whole removable compression pack that I can very easily get 3 pairs of golf shoes in. It's the one I've turned to for each of my last 3 golf trips because honestly, I'm kind of a pack rat. And lately for these trips, I've been choosing space over maximum convenience. If you click the link below, you will get a pop-up that's going to save you 15%. Also keep an eye out for Black Friday sales because you might be able to get it even cheaper. Number 7, and I've been doing a lot of golf apparel lately, and so I could have picked like a dozen different things for this, but we're gonna call it the Forester's Range Hoodie, because when it comes to the best garment to actually golf in, I have found this hoodie to be phenomenal. Forester's was a brand that was popular back in the 70s and 80s. It kind of fell by the wayside, and now it is being revitalized by the team from Jones Golf Bags. So they partnered with Chris Bailey, who is a legendary Nike designer, and he designed their entire line. Their flagship piece, the Range Hoodie, is awesome for wearing on the course. It's tapered in all the right places. It's warm without being too warm. It has a little holder for your drawstrings so they don't get in the way when you swing. This hoodie also looks cool while still being functional. But everything in their lineup is really good. I've also been very, very impressed by their rain gear, which I'm going to do a separate video on at some point in the future. But overall, if you're looking for a cool brand that looks good, performs well, and won't completely break the bank, I would definitely check out Forester's, and their Range Hoodie is a great place to start. All right, next up, we're calling this Best GPS, and that is the Garmin Venue X1. So this is a watch that kind of came out of nowhere. I was not expecting this watch. It's one of the few times more recently that Garmin has done a square watch. And what that did was make the screen just so much more visible and so much more easy to use than any of the other Garmin watches that I've used recently. I wore the Venue X1 exclusively for about 4 months. Lately, I've been switching off between the Fenix 8 and the Venue X1. For day-to-day wear, the Venue X1 is so good. It's easiest to see with the screen, it's very customizable, and it's super thin. The downside is battery life, and I have noticed a big difference between the battery life on the Fenix 8 versus the Venue X1. But if you are looking for a good day-to-day watch that also has very good golf capabilities and doesn't have that big, chunky kind of Garmin fitness watch look, the Venue X1 is an excellent choice, and I would keep an eye out because I bet you it's going to be on sale for Black Friday. All right, now we are going with my favorite shoes of the year, and there are a bunch I could have chosen, but I'm going to choose the pair that I have honestly just worn the most this year, and that is the G4 G112s. These are a more casual golf shoe. I have both the golf version, and I went out and bought the street version because I like them so much. They have all the G4 hallmarks, which includes really good build quality, a modern aesthetic, and those little nubbed insoles that massage your feet every time you take a step. I absolutely love them. As I currently have about 50 different pairs of golf shoes. I could literally wear a different pair of shoes for every single round I play. These are the ones that I just kept coming back to time and time again because they're so comfortable on the course and they work much better as golf shoes than you might think by looking at them. Now, the specific version I have, the G112 perforated, I believe those retail at $225. It's either $225 or $250, but during sale times, that can drop down significantly. I saw this exact same pair for right around $100 during G4's last sale, so keep an eye out for their Black Friday deals, and you can also use the coupon code that's listed below for additional savings. All right, next up, we have the best driver that I reviewed this year, and this is the best driver I have ever used. This is the first time a driver has made a significant, meaningful difference in my golf game, and that is the Callaway Elite. I bought this thing from Golf Galaxy right off the rack, and honestly, it has been wonderful. There are a handful of other factors I have changed that definitely help with the performance with this. For instance, I have typically played a 10.5 degree driver and I went down to a 9 degree driver, which has definitely helped with my distance because I typically hit a very high golf ball. You also, over the last year, might have seen some of the videos where I talk about fixing my swing. I've now strengthened my grip quite significantly, and while I need to go back and still do a lot of work on my swing, this has not only added distance, but it has helped me reduce my slice. And I started using this driver as I was going through all of these changes. But what I've found is that it's going 30 yards further than any driver I've used in the past. It is going straighter, and I've had lower scores because of it. Or at least earlier in the season when I was playing a lot more, I was having better scores. Lately, things have kind of gone the other way. That's a story for a different video. Okay, moving into my top 3 favorite things I reviewed this year, and at number 3, we have the FlightScope Mevo Gen 2. Despite the fact they didn't market it this way when it first came out, this is the replacement for the older Mevo Plus. It is a better unit all the way around. It has better battery life, it has an updated USB connection, and it has a slightly bigger radar that is going to make things a little bit more accurate, especially indoors. And now that they have finally announced that Pro Package and Impact Detection are both going to be options on this device, it is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best consumer launch monitor that is currently available. You just get so much. You get such a professional experience for a relatively little amount of money compared to a lot of other products. That being said, and I say this over and over, there is no perfect launch monitor. There is no one size fits all, so it may or may not be the right fit for you, but it's the one I will continue to be turning to for my own personal practice on a regular basis. And the best part is, with their holiday pricing, you can still use the code BREAKING80+, which is going to drop an additional 5% off. And if you want the full boat package, Pro Package, Impact Detection, and the device, with these discounts, you are now getting it for just over $2,000, which that is just one of the best deals out there, and I highly recommend you check it out. Okay, at number 2, we're gonna go with favorite golf bag I reviewed this year, and this one's pretty easy because this is the one that I have been using the most over the last 6 months, and that is the Vessel Luxe Stand. Over the years, I've always been partial to the Player series. This is a bag that kind of does everything, but with the new Player 5, it has definitely turned into more of a hybrid bag. It is a pretty big bag, which works just as well on a golf cart as it does a push cart, and occasionally for carrying and walking. But considering I carry my clubs for most of my rounds, I have been leaning towards the Luxe Stand, which essentially is just like the Player series bags, except it's about 25% smaller. The layout is exactly the same, the material is slightly different, but is still a high-end synthetic leather that looks really, really good in my forest green colorway, and I've just been a huge fan of this bag. Yes, there are certainly times I do miss having a little bit more space, but overall I've been pleased with the trade-off between a little bit less space, but also being a lot lighter and easier to carry. I've continued to be impressed with Vessel golf bags across the board, and I know that during a good portion of November, they're having one of their very few sales of the year, so if you've been looking at getting a Vessel golf bag and want to save, this is your chance to do it. And finally, this brings us to my favorite product I have reviewed this year, and this is I was not expecting anything out of this product. I was not expecting to like it. I was not expecting it to have the impact that it has had on my golf game, but honestly, it has changed everything. What is it? It is the PXG Bat Attack Zero Torque Putter. Now, I have reviewed a whole bunch of lab putters, which have been excellent. All of the lab putters I've reviewed have been great. They have been among the best putters I have used. But for me personally, For my golf game, for my stroke, for what I just like the feel of, this PXG putter has been the one. When I first started my testing, I played my first 10 rounds of golf with the PXG, and it improved my strokes gained putting by like 3 to 4 strokes. When I went out and broke 80 at Ballyneal for the first time in 2 years, I shot a 78, and putting just felt automatic. Long putts, I knew I could lag close. If it was under 10 feet, I just felt like I was going to make it. There's something about this putter that just fits for me. And a putter is such a personal thing. I'm not saying this is going to be the best putter for you. I know so many people that have lab putters and Scotties and Odysseys that all absolutely swear by them. But for me, this is the putter that's worked. And it showed up in the mail. I went and tried it. I didn't expect it to be that good. And yet throughout this whole year, where I've gotten plenty of other clubs and plenty of other putters to review, this is the one that keeps making it back in the bag. So if you are in the market for a new putter, you're trying to figure out which one is right for you, that is one that I personally would go take a look at. So there you go. Those are the top 10 new golf products I have reviewed for 2025. But I would love to hear from you. I'm just one dude. I'm one person. There are so many things out there that I haven't had a chance to review, or frankly, there are a lot of things that I have reviewed, I have tested, but maybe they just didn't make the cut for me, or I haven't had the time to make a dedicated video or write a dedicated blog post. But I want to know, what products do you like? What are the best things you have used in 2025? Because I'm always looking to discover new things, and I'm always looking to get opinions from other people other than just me. I've got the things I like, but I want to know what other people like as well. And so if you get a chance, drop a comment below, tell us about it, because you're not helping just me, you're helping every other person that watches this video and every person that's looking for that one magical piece of golf gear that is going to absolutely change their game. That could be one of the things on this list. It could be one of the things that you talk about in the comments. Who knows? But I'm excited to find out. With that, my name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here, Breaking 80, where we talk about cool golf products and cool golf courses. If you got some value out of this, hit subscribe, thumbs up, drop a comment, do all of those things. And I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for being here this year. I'm amazed that I continue to be able to do this, and I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for you. So thanks for the trust you have placed in me. Thanks for all the community. Thanks for all of the emails back and forth, all of the comments, all of the engagement, and I will continue to try to do my best to respond to as many things as I can, but I'd be lying if I said I'm doing a very good job. Things have gotten busy, but I still appreciate it. So even if you don't hear back from me directly, it does mean a lot to hear from you. So with that, I hope you have an excellent day, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.